Hello, my name is Dale Maynard, founder of the Dale Maynard Center for Debt Control. I'm a former CPA who is currently free of other employment and therefore able to offer this incredible public service. What is the CDC, you ask? I like to think of it as a consumer advocacy organization, symbolic consumer advocacy organization aimed at helping Americans find innovative ways to combat debt. I consider debt to be one of America's foremost diseases. I myself suffer from a mild case of debt. Part of my crusade is to show you my efforts to rid myself of this disease. I had my first encounter yesterday. I think it went well, and in an effort to give you as accurate a recreation of the encounter as possible, I have given the transcript to my talented associate, Swiffy, who has put it into a simple animation program. There may be some extraneous moments. Those are not important. The important parts are those dealing with, in this case, debt ceilings. So here is part one of my series, Man versus Debt, and I hope you find it informative.
Welcome to Chase Manhattan. May I help you?
Yes. Are you the owner?
The owner of J.P. Morgan Chase Bank?
Yes.
No.
May I speak with him? It's very important, and I am parked at a meter.
Is there something I can help you with, Mr.
Maynard. Dale Maynard. I need to request that the limit on my credit card be raised.
Shall we look at your account?
On your computer screen, you probably see a somewhat pathetic man with no income, and no solid plan for future income.
That sounds about right.
But look into my eyes and you may just see a dynamic, deceptively attractive man. Perhaps even the CEO of the new, consumer advocacy juggernaut, the Dale Maynard Center for Debt Control. You see, I am not just representing myself, but also the hundreds of other Americans with high credit card debt and no income.
Are you kidding me right now?
I'm deadly serious. Deadly serious.
Mr. Maynard, this is a very hard time to raise credit limits. Just consider the country's own debt ceiling issue.
The what now?
The national debt ceiling issue. As CEO of the CDC, you must know all about it.
Of course I know all about it. But feel free to describe it to me as if I don't.
The government must decide whether to raise the country's debt ceiling, basically the national credit limit.
Obviously they should raise it.
It's not that simple. Many say the country cannot raise the limit unless the gross domestic product goes up and taxes stay constant. Plus, raising the ceiling hurts our credit rating. We'd have to pay the money back at a higher rate.
Or couldn't we all join the Peace Corps for a year?
But failing to raise the debt limit might put the country into default.
And that could lead to very bad consequences.
Exactly.
Why don't we pretend I have no idea what those consequences might be?
We're almost maxed out. If we run up against any unplanned expenses, like natural disasters or another round of bailouts, we won't be able to pay for them. So we are pretty much damned if we do, and damned if we don't.
Wow. You might just be the smartest, nicest smelling woman I have ever met. You have really inspired me.
I'm so glad.
To compose an original poem.
Please no.
Debt ceiling, I have a bad feeling that we are just stealing out of our own hand. But keeping you level means tempting the devil. And soon we'll be bought up by Greece and Japan.
China.
Debt ceiling, our nation is reeling. It's quite unappealing, this problem we've made. But raising you higher is playing with fire. Like leaving your kids with the Marquis de Sade.
Sod.
And now listen to this sweet scat serenade. Scoot shoo doopy loo, bip dee booty doo wop scoot lo hey. I feel so good right now. I feel so alive. Something is going on here, right? Something powerful, and sophisticated, and vulnerable? I don't want this to end, and I suspect you don't either. Dinner. Tonight. I want to take you out. I insist on taking you out. However, in order to pay for dinner, I will need you to raise the limit on my credit card.
Security?